It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Eagles and the Rams. Next, on Madden NFL 24.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. And his first look is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say, you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. It didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up. This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing is Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Fights through him. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. The Eagles in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their time.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. From the 22 now, here's second down and 3. Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Well, they run the option on 2nd down. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll be out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Penny, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards as the number 2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Rams to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Stafford on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3rd and 20. Stafford in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now the third-year man. Here's Kenneth Gainwell. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Trenton Gill now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Leaves it for Petty. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Going right back to Akers. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the lead is now 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Terry McLaurin, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Desmond Ridder, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Jalen Waddle, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They set up the screen to Penny. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Fighting his way through contact. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jordan Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Stafford now to throw. To the right side, and complete to Atwell. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Marr able to put this one through, and they have regained the lead. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit it, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Hurts will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points. Yeah. But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever. Going up top for Cup. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Here's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. From the gun, it's Hurts. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. Second down, here's Hurts. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 55 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Here's Stafford. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
The kick by Maher is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
Isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Oh, the return, Boston Scott. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. The pitch goes to Penny. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a pickup of 6. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is, and in these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
On first down, Hurts.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, here's Penny.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
So now Stafford and the Rams down by 9. A minute 56 to go. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Stafford. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's got Higbee complete right side. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick.
There he goes, right side.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there. Make the interception, then also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now it's the Rams' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over a minute to go. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Here's second down.
Under pressure, they got him again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
What are you doing?
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball.